everybody. It's Adam the DJ Dude, aka Groove Logic, right here from Orchard Point Park in Eugene, Oregon. Got a nice little marina right here on the Fern Ridge Lake. So we're going to check that out, but really going to be talking today about my portable power setup. So stay tuned, and I'm going to show you the two little power packs that I have, which I do plan on getting more. I feel like I want to start kind of collecting little power sources. I have found that I can power just about everything off a USB and or 12 volt, so yeah. So anyway, stay tuned and show you a little bit about my power supplies. I like battery power. I think it's really cool. I've become kind of a huge fan since I've been digging into a little bit of the part-time van life and wanting to get out and do my little portable scratch setups and that kind of thing. I don't want to keep having to buy battery, like D-cell batteries for the Newmark. And everything else I have runs off of either 12 volt or, you know, USB power. So, you know, I found a couple of solutions for that. I have bought some adapters that I'll put the links for everything down in the description below for my Amazon stuff. Which, by the way, if you click on the links, even if you don't buy that particular product, if you buy something during that shopping session, that does kind of help me out and kind of helps pay for some of the stuff that I'm doing for this channel. But anyway, I've got this cable. This is a USB to 9 volt or 12 volt step up. It's got a little switch. I always run it off 12 volt. Everything I have runs off of 12 volt or USB. So, but it's nice to have the option for the 9 volts anyway. But what I like to do is I take 12 volt in, go into the back of the Newmark. So then I have two different power bank options. The first power bank is this guy. This is a Burnett. It's a 24,000 milliamp hour. It says 88.8 watt hour capacity. I think it's probably got about maybe 7 or 8. Just by the calculation, I'm going to say probably 8 18650 batteries in here. So that's essentially what these things are. It's just a case with a bunch of 18650 batteries in it. It's got a little solar panel on it. This thing does come in handy because it will kind of recharge this thing. It's got 3 USB outputs, and they're all the fast charging, the 2.1 or 2.4 output. Well, 2.1 amp out max. I'm sorry, the input's 2.1, output is 2.4. Yeah, that's what that is. The big thing that sold me on this was these two connections. Well, this is your regular input for a micro USB. The one below it is a lightning for an iPhone cable or an iPad cable. So you don't have to have an extra cable just to charge this. You can use it with your iPhone cable. That's really cool. But anyway, I plug in USB. Now the Newmark's rocking. I got power. I think it's really awesome. So I can pop up, power on. I've got power. The turntable is ready to go. And I'm off and scratching. So, this is my first little on-the-go power bank that I use a lot. I use this thing a lot. Even at home, I plug my phone into this thing and charge it off of this all the time. Just because it's really convenient, and I can have my phone sitting anywhere while it's charging and not have to be restricted to, you know, the other, where my outlet is, kind of thing. Which means I got to get up off the couch and that kind of thing to go and address my phone when it can be charging and in my hand at the same time. I like it. So not only do I have this adapter, but at the same time, I bought these at the same time all on like Amazon Prime Day and got like killer deal. Like I got like, this thing's normally like 50 bucks. I got it for 30 bucks that day. I also got a deal on this adapter, which is USB to cigarette port, 12 volt. It's got the little step up converter in here. Very, very handy. I can run any of my 12 volt stuff from just anywhere using this little power bank. Now, if I need a little more power, I've got this guy. This guy is kind of, it's a no-name, like Chinese power bank. I got a really good deal on this. $279 got me the power bank and the all-power solar panel, the 80-watt foldable all-power solar panel. All Powers is kind of turning out to be a pretty decent brand. Had good reviews. I love this little solar panel. I think it's pretty awesome. But this it came in the pack with this bundle. So this solar panel can fold up. It folds up into a little package that's like, you know, this big. I just fit it up into one of my shelves right next to my TV in my van. Works perfect. Came with a bunch of different adapters, like a whole like little set of adapters for different inputs and stuff like that. So it's really, really handy. I've got, I think, a connection for just about everything, including my MacBook Pro. I got a MagSafe 2 12 volt adapter that I can literally plug right into the solar panel and charge from it, which is really awesome. The little bit more about the solar panel. It's really super lightweight. It's durable. They tell you not to really use it during rain or anything. So, you know, I've got a bigger, the HQST 100 watt suitcase, as maybe you saw in my Florence adventure video, where I had it set out and plugged into, or actually connected to the battery on the van. That's a big suitcase. I've got it stowed away right now. I didn't feel like getting it out, but I use this thing a lot because it's so lightweight and portable. I can just literally fold it up and boom, I put it up. That's it. All Powers. This thing's nice. So the connection on this, it's got a 12 volt output and two 2.4 output USBs. So I can plug in the iPhone, the iPad, I can plug in my other power bank to charge off of it. I can plug in my little fans, my MacBook Pro, all kind of stuff off this thing. So, and it's got these little loops kind of all in the corners and everything. It comes with some carabiners to hook it up. I usually hang it up like on the door. Or I can just as easily lay it out on the ground like I've got now. We'll show you that. Yeah, just got it laid out on the ground. Power in the little solar generator. So, a little bit more about the solar generator. Again, this bundle with all the little connectors that I got was only $279 on eBay. So I don't have a link for that in the description, but I will have a link for the individual pieces for Amazon, so you can check that out if you need to. But this guy has two AC outputs. It's up to 300 watt, so I can easily run my iMac off of it, charge my laptop, you know, if I have the regular plug-in, or you know, use anything that's under 300 watts, essentially. I also have a 300 watt inverter that's in the van that runs just off of the main van battery. So I've got power. It's not a problem. What I like about this is that it's got 4 USBs as well as an additional 12-volt output. This is the input currently plugged into the solar panel, but this is the output. It's got a pretty clear, it's got a very clear battery indicator. It goes 25, 50, 75, and 100. So it'll actually stay like on 100% until it hits 75%, and then it drops the light for the 100% and goes down to the 3 lights. Same thing with, so it doesn't, you know, it's not like a really super accurate indicator. So you can't tell if it's on 80%, you just know when it gets to 75, that 100% light turns off. It does have like a little warning light, so in case there's an issue or whatever, it'll pop up with this. You know, obviously being a little Chinese brand, you're probably not going to get much customer support on this, but it wasn't that expensive, and so far it's been awesome. I ran my iMac on it while I was working as a battery test one day for about 6 hours. I had a short shift one day, and I just ran it as a test, and I ran my iMac for work for like 6 hours on that thing, and before it got down to the 25% light. So I thought that was pretty awesome. But the thing that I learned about this the hard way was when I went to try to plug it into charge while I had the computer hooked up, boom, it went down. So you cannot use this and charge it at the same time. Whatever, it's okay. I'm gonna get ready and put a big AGM dual purpose battery in the van, have that other solar panel hooked to that, so I can do my main work off of that and the inverter and be fine. Use this, but I can use this thing for all kind of stuff. Absolutely am very happy with all these little purchases. I do want to pick up another one of these little solar banks, maybe even a little smaller one, maybe one that's got like 4 18650s. Actually thinking about building one, just getting like my own little case and putting some really high quality 18650s in it. I don't know what brand is in this thing, but I would like to get a hold of some good Panasonic or some good Samsungs and plug those into, you know, my own case, and maybe make another couple more of these little power banks. Maybe not have the solar on it. I don't have to have the solar charger on these, because I can also charge it off of this or charge it off the van or something like that. So you know, I don't necessarily want a big, like, you know, setup in the van with charge controllers and extra batteries and all this kind of stuff that everybody does. It takes up too much room. You know, the way I look at it, my van comes with its own electrical system. It really does. And, you know, all the RV life people, or RV life and a lot of van lifers that I see, nobody uses the actual power system that's in the van. Nobody's ever given me enough yes or no onto why not to run a dual purpose deep cycle battery in the van. I do have some mechanical experience and enough battery experience to know that it can definitely work if you get the right battery. You know, a starting battery can't be used for deep cycle purposes, but a deep cycle can be used for both. I found a Duracell that actually fits my van. They have it at Batteries Plus. I'm probably going to get that in a couple of months because it is like 250 bucks. So I'm going to pick one of those up and throw that thing in the van and just run that HQST solar panel off of that. And I will be fine with power. That gives me a total of 180 watts between these two panels. And I like having multiple systems that I can rely on, and, you know, a lot of portability. I'm all about being portable. This thing I can throw in the shelf opposite of the solar panel and it just sits there. You know, I can charge stuff while it's sitting in that shelf, so it's very, very handy and convenient. I don't want a whole bunch of big monster batteries stowed away somewhere in my van. I really don't. I like lithium. I really think it's an awesome chemistry. Yes, you know, it has vulnerabilities just like anything else, but you know, they last longer. So anyway, that's just a little bit about my portable power setup. So again, I will have all the links down in the description. I just want to kind of inspire you to get out, do your own thing, find your own setup that's going to work for you. You know, my setup may not work for you. You may need a big monster setup in your van, you know, for whatever reason, but I haven't found the need for it yet. You know, of course I'm not full-time, but still, even like just really studying my power usage, I don't need all of that, you know, because I plan on just using a regular cooler. I don't need electric coolers or anything like that. So, you know, go as portable and power as possible. So we've got plenty of sun going on right now. Pulled out the solar panel. Again, if you guys don't remember from our Florence video, if you didn't watch that, go watch it. I had a good time with that. Anyway, this is an HQST 100 watts foldable suitcase. It comes with the charge controller already mounted on the back of it. It plugs directly onto the battery. So I'll walk back here and show you how I got that hooked up. So I got the cable that runs right along, connected right to the battery. So I don't know how well you can see that. There we go. All right. And it's sitting there charging. And then inside the van, I've got this little switch thing. If you look right here, I'm running, and I got 13.3 volts right now. And that is plugged into this thing. And so it's got like a little on-off switch on it. This thing's pretty cool. So gives me a lot of options as far as charging stuff. Plenty of power. I use the electrical system that's already built into the vehicle. It's already there for me. I didn't have to create a whole other one. I have the portable power packs that work out really well, as you know, that I can just use for anything. And I can charge those off of the little, you know, solar panel, or charge it from this and plug them into the car and charge them from that. Oh, so I have plenty of options. I have multiple options. That's what I like. All of this that I have right now cost me, you know, probably a total of $500. $500 for all these power packs and solar panels. It's pretty awesome. The only addition I'm going to make is I'm going to replace the car battery with a deep cycle AGM battery, because right now it's just a regular old interstate starting battery. I don't really like using it for this purpose, so that's why I don't let it really charge down a whole lot. I go ahead and I try to plug up the solar panel to it as much as possible. Keeps me from cranking the engine, and basically all my stuff inside is just charging off the solar panel. Really, it's just, you know, relaying through the battery essentially, because there's plenty of, not enough load and plenty of solar. So yeah, I'm producing more power than I need right now. So yeah, man, you have all kind of options, you know, whether you're just doing full-time van life or you're just doing it like me, just kind of part-time nomading it, taking little day trips, weekend trips everywhere, until you get out of your lease and you eventually go full-time, or, you know, whatever the future may bring. I'm ready. I got a command center here in the van cave. So I'm fully set up, ready for anything. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video on all the portable solar and all of my power setup that I have going on. So anyway, take it easy, guys. Be cool, be real, abide, and always listen logically. Have a good one.